might not have those numbers, all the time. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But the rhythm that he gives us is what's important. Shooting, everybody has a little bit more pep in their step today and last night.
Was that the main key to the improved rhythm?
Yeah, I think so. And he just knows how to play, and he just knows he throws the ball in the right way. I mean, it's hard to teach that stuff. You either have it, you don't, but the ball arrives when it should. And so now you're in the rhythm to shoot, and you shoot better, and things feel better.
If anybody knows point guards in this league, it's you. You've coached some. You've coached some great ones.
Well,
in the sense, what makes a point guard effective in your system?
Well, to be able to make plays, to be able to read the floor, to be able to establish a rhythm. I've been lucky to have a lot of those guys, and Nash is probably the best at it. He went a whole year. I don't think he made a bad decision a whole year, and those guys are important. And Kendall's the same way. I mean, he made one bad decision last night when he threw the ball away one time, and 15 great decisions among others. But those things you can't teach.
Coach, big picture, you snap a 6-game losing streak. What was the biggest difference of the team overall?
Well, I thought we fought a little harder, and again, I think the biggest thing, we just sunk low. And somebody asked me, I think Mike asked me, is this the bottom? And we hope so. We didn't know, and finding Kendall, and if he can stay at this level, it's going to help us. And we should be able to go in every game and have a chance to win every game now. And we should have that confidence, get our swagger back a little bit, and hopefully, you get a few breaks here and there, and see if we can climb out of the hole that we dug for ourselves.
You had 22 fast break points compared to their 13. It was almost opposite
Right.
by a point the time you played them in Utah.
Right.
Do you have a predetermined number in your mind what makes effective transition in your systems?
Well, we don't have a number. We'll watch the tape afterwards, and there should be no time ever that you don't run. And it's more of an awareness. It's not, they think running is not the easiest thing in the world, but it's also not that tough if you just mentally get yourself into it. It's the first 3 or 4 steps. It's starting before the other guys start, and that's mostly a mental awareness. And so we watched the tape today, and we showed them there were times they didn't take off. Then there were times they did take off, and when they did, we were effective. When they didn't, then they got muddled up, and that's why they came back on us in the fourth quarter, because we walked the ball up. Now, they could be a little tired, but tiredness is something we got to get over. That's not something we shouldn't have that in our vocabulary.
Are you curious to see him against Ty Lawson? I mean, it's one thing to go against a rookie, and
Yeah.
Burke's a good rookie.
Right.
Lawson's
Well,
borderline
I hate to revert back to when I was playing, which is kind of like scary, but he plays his game. I don't care who's in front of him. Now, he has to stop Ty Lawson. That might be a problem, but Ty Lawson shouldn't have anything to do with him in the sense of you throw the ball up, you run the wings, you get up there, you do the pick and rolls, and you pick a set right. So, he could be LeBron James standing in front of you. It shouldn't bother your game because you're only going to take shots when you're wide open. You're going to read the plays. Now, you haven't stopped Ty Lawson's where it gets to be a little tricky.
Would you go with the same starting lineup or maybe?
Yeah, no, we'll go the same lineup, yeah.
Gasol was 2 assists shy of a triple-double. Was it just him being healthy, or what accounted for that strong Gasol-like performance?
Well, again, 1 has been healthy. I mean, that's going to help. 2, I think the rhythm of the team was better, and once that is, then he gets more confidence and more being more aggressive. And we want Powell to be aggressive. We want him to be in the post every time, and at least in the play every time. And I think Kendall did a good job of balancing between, some shots from the outside, shots in the post. Okay, time to go in, time to go out, and we have to have that. And yesterday was one, since we lost our point guards, one of the few times we could get in that rhythm.
You talked a lot about with just the defense wanting to show more grit. Have you seen Powell showing that more in these past few games?
Well, yeah.
And what accounted for that, do you think?
Well, he's been healthy. I mean, and again, if you're happy on offense and you're happy with the team, it comes to your defense. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way, human nature. And last year was a big example of that. We were not happy offensively with our roles, and our shoulders drooped, and we didn't have the intensity that we needed on defense, and that helped last night. Now we got to keep it there, and there'll be times the offense doesn't go. Now you got to dig a little deeper and dig a little bit, but that's when you have heart and you got to go. But when things are going well, it's a little bit easier.
That's sort of like being married.
digging deep and having a hard,
happy wife, happy life?
Well, that's what I've heard. Yes, that's what I know. Yes. That's a good one.
Mike, for whatever reason, Powell's been pretty inconsistent this season, health and whatever else. Is that last night kind of what you think he should be giving you every night? Maybe not the numbers, but
Well, I mean, I think the numbers. The numbers can be that way. I think he should almost average a triple-double every night. That's what he did at the end of last year. I think the last maybe 8 games he had 3 triple-doubles. And then we should be able to get it. It's also a product of the team. And you just can't blame one guy. It's all connected, and it's how the ball moves, and it's how the wings get out, and it's how we get the ball inbounds, and how the ball finds him in the low post. So, it's all connected. And last night we did a better job of it, and Powell was really good.
do you think he was better defensively?
Oh yeah, but he's a little bit better at the forward defense because that helps a little bit. Robert does a good job of anchoring inside. He's a tough guy, and so less second chance points, less stuff in the paint. So yeah, and that's why we're going with that lineup.
It seemed like you guys finally were the ones getting the offensive rebounds late.
Yeah, late we did, and that's a little bit of will and a little bit of luck too. Every once in a while the ball just bounces your way and it doesn't bounce the other guy's way.
Coach, number one key to beat Denver?
Well, transition, which is where we have a hard time sometimes, keeping Lawson under control, keeping their wings from running by us. Be sure we get back, don't turn it over. Those are always will be our keys almost against everybody. And keep attacking like we did and make good plays.